The human sphere, a multinational colonization of the galaxy, is under threat from the Combined Army, an expansionist alien empire led by the evolved intelligence. Prevented from mass invasion because of the dangers of unstable wormhole travel, they are now in the last stages of completing the Acheron Gateway. It is now down to an elite squad of soldiers gathered from the far corners of the human sphere to traverse the wormhole and sabotage the aliens' plans before it's too late. These are the chronicles of their mission aboard the Defiance. After successfully extracting Vara Xandar and escaping the O12 facility, the crew of the Defiance prepare themselves to escort the HVT to an O12 base on the surface of Paradiso. Kiang spends time in training, helping prepare the team and giving them all a buff when using armor-piercing rounds. He does not have the time or the facilities to heal his wounds, so he will be beginning the mission with 2 points of health less than usual. Uma also takes time training, helping everyone improve their use of light weapons, giving the crew a free reroll of a yellow die when shooting with them. Kaden gives everyone pointers on how to move fast without making a noise, giving everyone a +2 move buff when out of the enemy's line of sight. And just like Kiang, he's nursing his wound from the previous mission, reducing his total hit points by 1. Finally, Jazz programs improvements to everyone's firewall, improving everyone's defense from hacking attacks. It is of vital importance for the team to escort Vara safely into the hands of O12. However, the Shizvasti are on the planet's surface and have erected anti-aircraft batteries in the surrounding jungle. The team has to touch down some distance from the O12 base. As they make their way through the jungle and close in on their objective, they are spotted by Shizvasti forces, and now it is a race to get to safety. The team begin the mission far from the base, pursued by a Jaith and being hounded by tigers. As they fight through resistance and incoming attackers, the crew will come across the victims of the insidious Shizvasti, and although regrettable, these bodies may carry important equipment. At the end of their chase, they will have to hack the console leading to the O12 base to open the blast door and enter the facility. Still nursing some wounds and exhausted from their escape from the orbital station, the crew press on, determined to get Vara delivered safely. With Uma and Jazz leading the crew through the jungle, Kiang and Kaden protecting the rear, Vara is safely tucked between them. The journey so far has been thankfully uneventful, but that's when Uma sees the tigers ahead running toward them. Tigers are beasts that the Shizvasti have trained for the purpose of running down prey. They are fast and brutal in close combat, but can be taken down at range very easily. Behind them, Kiang spots a Jaith running through the woodland at breakneck speeds, raising its guns towards the party. Jaith are muscle-bound warriors, well equipped for fighting in dense terrain, as they wear visors to help see the enemy through low visibility zones. This particular Jaith is from the Pit Patrol. They run with specially trained tigers that hunt down their prey with even more ferocity than their regular brethren. Uma reacts first and takes a shot at the nearest tiger, firing her pistols with wild abandon. The result is strong, and because the tiger gets no defense from ranged attacks, it is killed outright. She takes another shot at the other tiger in range, and although rolls poorly, her ability to turn blanks into successes gets her 3 hits, just enough to kill the tiger. The Jaith Pit Patrol then activates and moves up to get into range of Kiang. Before making an attack, a tiger pitbull jumps out from the undergrowth right by Kiang and Kaden. That's when the Jaith takes his shot at Kiang. Unleashing his submachine gun, the Jaith gets 2 successes and is able to cancel a block from Kiang's roll. However, the Yu Qing Invincible lives up to his name and manages to block both successes. Even with the tiger breathing down his neck, Kiang takes aim at the Jaith and opens fire with his shotgun. Both roll fantastically well, but because Kiang had more dice, this meant that the Jaith took 3 wounds and received the stunned state. Seeing the alien injured, Kiang tries to capitalize by firing again. The roll is strong again and obliterates the Jaith where he stands. The tiger to the crew's west charges forward. It runs through the forest with ease, leaping and bounding toward Uma, and jumps, attacking with its razor claws. Although making a valiant defense, she still takes a wound as the tiger slashes her arm. Jazz now activates, and because the tiger is deadly in close combat engagements, she puts some distance between herself and it. She takes a shot with her stun pistol, and although she was unable to harm the creature, she did manage to stun it. With her remaining movement, she makes more effort to get moving toward the O12 base. The tiger pitbull now makes a ferocious attack on Kiang, but Kiang's impeccable defense holds back the creature, leaving him unscathed. This doesn't stop the tiger from making a further attack, but Kiang saw it coming and his reflexes and armor saved him again. He makes fighting off a vicious, rabid alien monster look like he's playing with a kitten. With Kiang so confidently keeping their rearguard safe, Kaden rushes toward the tiger, scuffling with Uma. He runs in and jumps onto the creature, plunging his rippers into its shoulders. The creature howls at the pain, but doesn't quite go down. Kaden pulls away from the flailing tiger and moves up to help support Jazz. To help keep her safe, Vara moves up just behind Jazz and Kaden's position, turning back to see Uma struggling with the tiger. She takes a shot with her pistol and puts it down for good. Finishing the turn, Jazz looks ahead through the jungle. Still no sign of the O12 base. She knows they still have a long way to go, but also she sees no sign of further resistance. Maybe this will be easier than she thought. Just as she turns to Kaden with a smile, an otherworldly scream can be heard behind them, and another Jaith emerges from the brush.